Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock. With news, American tax authorities are taking on Facebook in its tax-dodging IRS strategy. But first, there was a surprisingly weak announcement from the US about their economic growth in the June quarter. American markets had expected a rate of 2.5% expansion, but the flash result, the first of three estimates, came in at just half that, at 1.2%. The gains all came from strong consumer spending. It was the business sector who held back, with lower investment and inventories. New data out for American wages and salaries in June showed they are up 2.5%. American workers are making real gains in pay, and that is driving the consumption aspect of their GDP growth. The latest consumer sentiment survey supports the view that consumers are in positive heart. In Europe, the ECB's latest bank stress tests were out over the weekend, and most European banks survived well, with only a few large lenders seen struggling to pass muster. The dodgy banks included the large Italian bank, Monte dei Paschi, and the huge British bank, the Royal Bank of Scotland. Overall, these tests show considerable progress from 2008 for most, and the EU banking system is in much safer shape overall. But one thing these stress tests seem to ignore is the impact negative yields are having on bank balance sheets. The negative yield factor was not around in 2008, and these latest tests expose the fact that these stress tests are testing for old issues, not today's strains. In Japan over the weekend, their central bank came out with a surprisingly timid review, which is being seen as unsupportive of the massive fiscal announcement earlier in the week by the government. The double dose did not happen. Still, it might yet. There is talk of a special form of helicopter money yet to be released. In California, the US tax authorities have filed suit against Facebook in the way it has used Ireland to transfer American taxable income out of the country. This would be a legal case worth following. And in Australia, high-profile doomster Steve Keen, the professor who famously bet that house prices would fall in 2008 and lost the bet, he is back with an even more startling prediction, that house prices will fall up to 70% and Australia will enter a recession in 2017. He is not making any wagers this time, though. In New York, US Treasury 10-year yields ended last week lower yet again at 1.45% as bonds came back in favour following the weak US GDP result. The US benchmark oil prices held over the weekend and is just on $41.60 a barrel, and the Brent benchmark is at $43.50 a barrel. But the gold price is up $17 to $1,349 an ounce as risk aversion grows amongst large investors. However, that is not stopping the New Zealand currency from its appeal. New Zealand dollar will start today quite a lot higher from its time on Friday, and now well above where the RBNZ would like it to be. It is now at 72.1 US cents, 94.9 Aussie cents, and 64.5 euro cents. The TWI is at 75.3. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.